Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports, where division rivals will clash in the NFC South. It's the Falcons and the Bucs, and it comes your way next on EA Sports.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of downtown Tampa. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Here's Allen. Complete here. It's Hyde.
7 yards to pick up there. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Looking for Godwin, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. So here are the Falcons with great field position to start out. And here's a look at their leader, standing 6'4".
And normally in this spot we talk about passing numbers from last week, but this time it's all about the rushing. 3 times he found the end zone in his last ball game. He is a do-everything quarterback, and you have to expect we'll see him call his own number here as well.
Now Thompson. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 23.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He'll look to shake off the interception on the opening drive. He should at least be comforted that it resulted in 3, not 6.
And if I were him, I would be the guy all the way out on the field greeting my defense now, saying, thanks a lot. You held them to a field goal after I turned it over. That's a big defensive stand for them. He needs to go out now and make up for what he did on the first drive.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 72 yards. On second down, here's Barkley. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
I can remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Pushing through the contact. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the second time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit. Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. Second quarter now, Falcon football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Keep doing you, boy.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point up and through. And the lead grows to 10-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
On 2nd and 7, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Falcons grab it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. All fumbles are costly, but that one really hurts because he had the first down.
Yeah, that's all he needed, right? But the problem is we coach these guys to try and get more, but that doesn't count if you don't bring the ball with you, does it?
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. And his kick is indeed good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's Allen to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
They got a completion there. That's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Allen's throw is complete, and he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Toss play to Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. 2nd and 9.
It's me and you. It's just me and you. 41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
To throw, it's Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18. A big play that time on the catch and run. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Allen. That's caught by Ware. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Bucs are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Allen now looks to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead will shrink to 6. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And this will be a Falcons 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And some space here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Here's Thompson. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 yards on back-to-back plays there, and that's another first down. Now Allen. Looking for Godwin again, and he's got him once more. A gain of 6 there on first. Throwing again on second down. Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Only able to gain a couple there. And just like that, it's third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now Allen again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Now Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. So we have reached. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Takes it at the 7. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. They'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this puts him on top by a penny. It's 14-13. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now Thompson on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. The Falcons send out their punter, standing just outside his own goal line. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. So here are the Bucs to take over on offense. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down. And to give this time to the tailback. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
40 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it. This is Ware. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that'll set him back 5. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. To the air, Allen. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he comes back with 1 complete.
And he's going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. And again, it's Allen.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Throwing now is Allen. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field.
And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big play there for Atlanta. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. And opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go.
And he coughed it up. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
2nd and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Thompson. Throwing right, and that's complete.
And the Falcons are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open area.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons have retaken the lead. The point after is good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. That time, a 9-play drive, and the Falcons score to cap it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
Allen now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. It's Nicholson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. A handoff to Barkley. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 32-yard line. And he'll give it here to his running back. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Allen on third. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Here's Allen. Shakes off the sack. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, when you've got a quarterback like this dead to rights, you got to make sure to wrap up. Instead, though, he breaks free and off he goes.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Able to hold him to just 2 yards, and now it's 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And this one is right through. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. You talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this 4th quarter.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Thompson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Now a throw here, hauled in. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter.
And the drive starts with a completion left side. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Hands it off out of the gun.
Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 49 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Right back to him on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On the draw, this is Barkley. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Here's Allen to throw it. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. Powerful running. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Now a handoff here to his running back. A pretty nice, strong run, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that will break our tie and give him a 3-point lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And here now come the Falcons. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Now Thompson. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
He finds his man, complete. That's Rowe. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Nice, well-coached, a team that understands what's going on. They still have time to work the middle of the field as they just did there.
He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
A big connection on that one. 30 yards.
Another milestone falling on that last throw in what has been an MVP-type season so far, as he has now gone over 4,000 yards passing already on the year.
And it's been a whole lot of fun to watch as he's put together this type of a season. And to me, you have to figure, with so many games remaining, I think he'll breeze past 5,000 yards. Could he challenge the all-time record? Maybe even bump it up closer to 6,000 yards? I can't wait to watch. And the way he's playing, I wouldn't put it past him.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 4, 34 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a 3rd straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled inbounds, that clock is moving. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Allen. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves him out there with another chance.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.